the screen. Arg, I didn't realize it. Oh my gosh, so unprofessional. So, I am cleaning out the closet a little, and I got and trying this clothing, and you guys can't really tell. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a turtleneck with buttons over here, and it looks kind of nice. So, I'm trying to change my style a little. And you know the crazy thing is that this stuff, my goodness, it did not look. Oh my gosh. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. So this stuff actually did not match me until I changed my hair and I changed my hair and I changed my makeup a little, and you can see that I've been working on this brow thing. I think I gotta tweak it a little. So, yeah, so there's all my scarves. I need to sort through them, but I just wanted to make this video because for people who have like clothing and let's say it doesn't match them, you really should try and change your styling and see if it works. So if I have my hair down, this will look dramatically different, and I don't know if it looks the same on camera or what, but it looks better in person than it does. So I just don't feel very photogenic a lot of the times when it comes to video. But yeah, I don't know. I look really orangey for some reason, really orangey. At least my brows are browner than they normally do. And this brow, oh, I need to fill that in a little. Hey, so yeah, okay. So what I did is I paired a turtleneck for gold detailing here. So I picked this up last year. I got it pre-owned. I think it was about like $6 shipped or something online. It's a Banana Republic, but I saw these like gold buttons and I was like, ooh, fancy. Yeah, I always think like gold buttons look fancy. So I got the gold buttons on, and then I picked up this scarf sometime last year. And this was, you remember that bag of clothing that I picked up? There was this woman who was like, oh yeah, you can look through it, but it's just all total crap. And then there was like some beautiful dresses in there. Yeah, so this was part of that stash, and I thought it was a really nice thing what I was going to match it with. But I figured just keep it, Erica, because it looks like it could be expensive. Could be, right? And I don't think it is. It just has this like tapestry looking prints. And then I picked up these earrings. I don't have my ears pierced. My ears don't react well to piercing. So these are vintage crystal ones. I know it looks a little too bling. See that? I don't know how much. I don't know. But yeah, they're rhinestones, and I like having rhinestones because in the event that these babies get lost or these babies get stolen, well, I don't want to get these lost or stolen because I don't know how to replace these, right? These are vintage, so there's no maker on them. There's no there's no maker on them. That I don't know where to get a replacement of them. Exactly, but in the event these get stuck, cash money, a lot like cash money on it. So I don't know, it's like some people, they like having valuable jewels. For me, no, because I think sometimes if you have jewelry, it makes you a target of theft, and I don't plan on reselling any jewelry, right? So even if I had like a really nice piece of jewelry, let's say like a $2,000 whatever, right, and I wear it out, I would think like, yeah, because I'm not reselling it, it's like, yeah, it might be worth that much, but it's just money out of your pocket. So that's why I like using so rhinestones. They're cheap. I think this pair, it came in a set of 3, and it was, oh my goodness, set of 3, and yeah, it was like $12 I think for 3 of them. So I like them a lot. And then I also have like these ones that came with it. Remember these? So this one doesn't match with this because I felt like it's a little too busy. You see, because of like this scarf thingy majiggy, just adding it on there is a little too much. So that's why I just went with basic, because I have too much like color over here and I have too much design. Like something like this, see, I felt like it was like a little too much like flower plus stuff. Yeah, so keep it little simple on the yeah, so I've been like going through clothes and I'm sorting through the scarves. Finally, I don't have that many scarves. Like people might think I have like 20 scarves over here. It's like 5 or 6 scarves, but I have them hanging and 7. So I'm gonna sort through them, and I regularly go through that closet, believe it or not. So it's like when I pull things out after a while, it's like, okay, I have like 10 pieces of clothing to give away, and that's it. Given away a bunch of clothing before, so that's why it's like you guys see me like have these like piles over here, but keep in mind, like I've worked through this stuff. Like this is my second round of going through the scarf section. I have a yellow turtleneck over there, and I'm probably gonna get it because I have two better turtlenecks, two ribbed ones, and I don't know if I lost weight or what, but this used to be really tight on me, but I kept it because I was like, oh man, I really like the buttons. And I wore it today, and I was like, it seems like it fits me better. So did I lose weight since last year? Maybe I did, but I'm definitely cutting down my carbs. So I was joking. So I was telling him, yeah, if I go outside and I try to like, I'm walking outside with yeah, trying to get groceries. Like he told me, he says, Erica, you're gonna get mugged, and I was like, okay. And he claims I look like a Karen, and I'm like, I don't think I look like a Karen. He says I look like a kilf, like a Karen he liked to have fun with. I don't see it, because when I think Karen, I think of Kate plus 8. I don't think of I think of like, excuse me, I like to talk to you. I don't think I look like that. I think I look like yeah, I think I think I don't look like that. Do I have a clothes closet in your apartment? No, I have it on rack, so I have it inside of the I have it on hangers. So yeah, but he says I look like a Karen, and I'm just like, no, I don't think so. I think I look like I'm like, I walk out on the street like this, I stand out a lot, because everybody outside, when I see them, they look kind of dowdy. And I don't normally dress like this, but I'm putting more effort into my look, right? And I document this stuff because I want you guys, like, if you guys are working on yourself, you don't think, like, you guys know, right? I'm streaming. I've been thinking about my eyebrows. My eyebrows are still uneven right now. It's like, even like the little earring thing. This has all been like just layering things on like a pizza. So it's not woke up and I knew exactly what to do. It's just like put it like, okay, today, yesterday, I think yesterday, right? Yesterday I guys told you about like, oh, I'm gonna do my hair a little different. Okay, I'm gonna think about getting hair a little different. My clothes look a little bit different on me. Okay, let me get out those scarves. Let me see how the scarves look. Scarves. Hey, you know what? Let's put on the rhinestone earrings. Remember my 5 a.m. stream today? I was saying like, oh yeah, I feel like I do my earrings justice when I have like a full face of makeup. Now I don't have any lipstick on me, but if I did, it would look more put together. But yeah, just having the hair, the earrings, the scarf, the it color palette, which is like white crystal with like white, and then like a white scarf. So you can kind of see like I'm just kind of sticking with like whites, greens, browns, keeping like things similar. You can kind of see overlap, like when I talk about like things I want to keep the color simple. Same thing with my clothes. So yeah, it's like I'm going through this little journey of stuff, and just sorting through stuff, and it's been absolutely kind of mind-blowing. I'm putting on some of these clothes, and like I have this crop jacket. It's like a Free People jacket, and I did not know what to pair with it, but kind of cute. This is like, I have like 2 jackets in my closet I didn't know what to do with, and this was one of them. So I kept this, and I was thinking like, shit, I don't know what to do with it. And finally, well, I don't think it matches with this one really, but I have a turtleneck over here, and it actually looks really good with this turtleneck. It's like this kind of soft pink color, but it's not pink. I want to say it looks like the more expensive pink, when it's not like just like solid bright pink. It's like a subtle pink, like the places like you would imagine spending like $80 on a turtleneck kind of pink. Yeah, it just looks a little bit more refined, so I added that with this, and finally it freaking matched. Like, I can't believe it. I was telling Lewis, I said I gotta share it with people on stream, because there might be people who say like they don't know, there might be people on stream who say things like, oh, I don't know how to like match my clothing, like I have no idea what to do. And to be honest with you, I don't really know what I'm doing either, but I just kind of experiment with stuff, and I pull things out from the closet, like, oh, okay, let me see if this works. So this was, I think I'll wear my next stream. So yeah, so this is like a soft pinkish color, and then this is white. It's like a cream ivory, and then I add with this, and it looks pretty casual, but it looks like I didn't try hard. But I really did try hard, you guys. Like, this took me a couple months to figure out to put it together. And I picked up this turtleneck, I think last week or something, and I saw it and I instantly loved it. See it? It looks nice. See it? It looks nice, and it has this, like, it doesn't look like the ribbing on the neck looked very nice to me. Yeah, it's like I look at the details about this stuff. That's one of the things that I noticed. Like, I've been looking at like interior design stuff, and I look clothes now, and I'm like, I gotta focus on like over here, like the little prints, or just, yeah, all these details add up. And I realize, like, I look back at like a lot of clothes, and I don't notice, like, yeah, it just looks kind of like I didn't try very hard, but I just naturally look this good. And that's what I want. That's the kind of look that I'm going for. And yeah, some of you guys are gonna look at it, and I'll be like, this took me like freaking couple months to figure this thing out. So yeah, it all came down to the piece, but I would have not bought that turtleneck. You see this one? Like, if I went into a store and I saw it, I would just like walk past it. But someone in one of my local free groups was giving this away, and I was the only person who had interest in this, and I was like, you know what, I'll take it. I will take it. And yeah, so a few brands that I like. This is Divided. It's Divided by H&M. This is a pretty nice thing. And then there's also like BCG. I have a few pieces from them that I really like, and it's kind of cheap. It's like $30 or so. But like the BCG stuff, I don't know where people are getting it. I don't know if they're getting it online. I don't like doing online orders, but my hope is I have basics. Look at this. So I have basics. I can pair it with a nice jacket, and then I can like some nice earrings, and then just work on my eyebrows, and then work on my hair. And I don't have to spend that much money on clothing, but it kind of looks a bit elevated. So it's one of those like little hobbies that I'm working on. And yeah, so so if you guys are struggling with how you are, how, or you don't know what you're doing, that kind of stuff, just know you are definitely not alone. And yeah, so these hair clip things, although I need to figure out a better solution. I kind of just like keeping the hair clips, because if I'm tired, right, I can just take the hair clips off and then go to sleep. But yeah, I gotta find like, I mean, like, the clips work. It's just that I have I use bobby pins. Maybe I have to use a little hairspray, but at least I'm thinking about it on the back of my head, in the back of my mind. And yeah, so for people, I know like a lot of people, they don't want to spend like buku bucks on their clothes. I would say just go with like good pieces that they look kind of expensive, or to you it looks a little bit more expensive. I kind of like stuff like has ribbing on it. See this, like the turtleneck ribbing thing. I don't go for things that have like brands on it. That's what I learned. So if like some people, they go to Hollister and they have like the big Hollister stuff on them, like I don't want to go with that. I'm giving away like a bunch of clothes, like 6 items, and the reason why I'm getting rid of it is because I realize, like, yeah, this actually puts me backwards. It doesn't put me forward. So I'm trying to elevate not just my clothes that I'm going out, but also the clothes that I'm wearing inside. So I'm thinking, like, instead of just getting out of the shower wearing like a t-shirt and like pants I love so much, my LuLaRoe pants that look kind of crazy. You guys have seen the pants. Like, I have like a huge bunch of pants. I can still wear them, but I want to stick more with dresses, like a kimono wraparound dress. So it's one piece of article of clothing, and I just get out of the shower, just put on like a dress, and go to sleep. And then when I wake up, right, it's like same thing. And then when I do laundry, it's like grab one dress and throw it inside of the laundry. Yeah, so yeah, that's the ultimate. So when you rather wear dresses because it's one piece of clothing to take off and put on the closet rather than two pieces. But dresses look better than like shirt and jeans, if you're just like casually laying around. And yeah, so it's like slowly moving forward. And I wanted to share this with you guys because sometimes like I look at YouTubers and it's like you see them from a place of like, I'm all the way over here, you know, you want advice and you're like over here, and I look, you know, like those people look so perfect. But I kind of, you know, I see myself in a much better like style place, every place, and the apartment's much nicer. And then that way you guys will know, like, yeah, this didn't just happen like in 24 hours or like 2 minutes kind of thing. It took a series of months, took a really long time. And I, you know, I should have like taken away those scarves, right? Because people would say, why are you showing all those scarves over there? But the reality is that I was sorting through the scarves. So that's why I'm like, okay, you know what? It's good. It's good to show that I'm sorting through this stuff. And I didn't even look through all the scarves yet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna get that purple one over there, for sure. But I gotta like double check. So at least one of those scarves is going. Yeah, I think there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5, 6. Okay, I can't get rid of one because that one colorful one is actually something my neighbor made me. And then 7, that one I think is Lewis's scarf. No, 8, yeah, those 2 are Lewis's scarves. Those aren't mine scarves. So yeah, we got 8 scarves on there. At least one is going, and that yellow turtleneck is going too. I gotta try it on and see how it looks like. Yeah, so let's see over here. So I'm gonna read chat right now, and yeah. Yeah. Ooh. You know what I think? Like, okay, so Danny says that she feels squeamish buying secondhand clothes. You don't know where it's been. A lot of the time it belongs to dead people. So I don't feel squeamish about it because I like vintage stuff and I like consignment stuff. I have this thinking like, so I have some earrings. I forgot if it was this one, but it could be this one. I have earrings from the 1950s. So it's very possible that the person who owned this died. But I think of it like not as like something eerie. I think there's a little piece of history that I own responsible for and I bought, and I want to take care of it because someone really loved this piece and they cherished it and they're no longer on this planet. So I just, you know, I just think of it like, yeah, I can't go into a store and buy something like this. So yeah, it's like I look at stores and they only have pierced ear stuff. And the problem with all this in the stores is they're so mass produced. Like they don't have like a nice charm to them. So that's why I really like having vintage stuff. It's like I feel like the stuff that was made in like the 90s, 1930s, 50s, 60s, it's a better quality and it's more unique than just going to, let's say, a department store. So yeah, I don't feel weird about it at all. I see it as like a little museum piece, but it's not a museum piece. This was like $10 earrings, but yeah. So it's like and I have some people say like, oh yeah, they're clearing out their mom's estate and their mom always used to wear these earrings, or some people write like, oh, my mom made these earrings and they just want to a good home. So yeah, I bought one of those earrings and unfortunately it's a little too big on me, but we'll see. You know, maybe I'll circle back and maybe I'll match me. Ask for his manager to complain about him saying that I should, right? But yeah. No, I don't worry about it because it's like I see the sparseness over here and I see this fullness over here. So yesterday I went a little crazy and I was like, I was drunk and I grabbed my little I have this little body hair trimmer thing, like a facial hair trimmer. So I just drew it in and I went down, and then I thought, holy crap, Erica, you have your eyebrow hair, like, you dummy, why didn't you be so impulsive? So that's why this eyebrow looks so much flatter. So I gotta like draw it out and like hide it, but it's okay, like give it a month or two and my eyebrow will grow back. Yeah, I could make a little lookbook for yourself. Yeah, I kind of think like because I'm already putting stuff together, I have a good idea. Like, okay, with this one, I could just put it with this scarf, and then I've already put the time into putting it with this earring. And it took me about 20 minutes, right? Well, actually, no. It took me longer than that because I've had this in my closet for about, I think, 3 4 months, and I've only worn it a couple times because I felt like it was a little too snug on me. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think I lost weight because it's not it's not as snug on me on the arm section as it was before. Why is the right? Oh, this is the freaking wall. This part, yeah, this is the acoustic panel. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't move it anymore because I have actually wait. Sorry, Oreo. There we go. That is why. So I have this little thing, but it's on the bed, so it's a little uneven. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm trying, and this thing is not straight. Hold on. Let me try. Okay, there we go. Okay, so much better. Okay, thank you. No. It's the bed. So this is the bed area. There's a litter box over there. There's my scarves over there. That's the kitty stuff over there. I have like a whole bunch of stuff that I put downstairs. So yeah, it's a work in progress. You know what? So Danny, I would suggest, um, you say you have a problem with dressing. Just make sure you have some really nice little black dresses. Seriously. I would say when I was in college, I used to have I had this idea in my head. I said, sometimes you get dresses, right? You know, dresses is just one piece of clothing. You slip it over your head, and you got a zipper, right? Get a dress that looks really good on you, decorations on it already. So that way, when you're feeling tired, you just slip the dress on and you just zip it up. So you let the dress do the work for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's some dresses, yeah, there's some dresses that they already have like ruffles on it, so you don't have to accessorize it even more. So I used to do that kind of stuff, but I have like little black dresses that I have. You don't see me wear it too often because but if you're feeling, my thing is that if I'm feeling sick and I'm going out, I always make sure that I put an extra effort to look good day because it's like I feel like crap. I don't. If I feel like I look like crap, I rather have the distraction be on my clothing than how I actually look. So yeah, so look like, when you're feeling up for it, get some nice dresses, some knee length dresses. For me, I used to like sleeveless, but my arms are like kind of skinny, so I tend to think like having a 3/4, like a shoulder length, or yeah, elbow length, black dress, like a sleeve that goes like halfway or like 3/4, and then a dress that goes down about length or about 3/4 looks really really nice. I don't think you have to like show a lot of skin. You just gotta make sure you have something that flatters your figure. So for me, I think H&M makes really I don't know where you could go to like a department store and then go to like TJ Maxx and try on a whole bunch of dresses. But yeah, if you feel like you're not the greatest and you're time crunch, just stock up on dresses. Stock up on really nice dresses that look good and flatter you. And then yeah, the makeup is non-existent. That's not a big deal. I think the most important thing is your brows. And oh, I'm like looking at my brows again. But yeah, you gotta make sure you gotta like if you have nice brows and you work on your brows, like that will help you out so much. And then the skincare thing, get into a routine. Like I like using serums, and then you put a serum on your face. Like you wake up, you put the serum on your face, you put serum on the face, and you just start somewhere. So if you feel like you're neglecting your skin, you gotta you have to just find something that's within your budget and then do it that way. So I know some serums are really expensive, like guys serums, and they're like $45 an ounce. And I told myself, I said, shit, I don't want to pay $45 now, because I go through about an ounce of serum every month because I put it like on my face, on my backs of my hands, over here. And so I just bought the raw materials and then I'm tinkering it with myself but I don't feel like I'm still working on it. I'm still twinkering it, but until I find something that I'm really like, okay, this is something that I think is really good. I don't want to share anything because like I make some like wonky stuff and I'm like, ugh, yeah, not yet. But yeah, if you go with dresses, like a one piece dress, you know, you zip that baby up in the back, you're good. Let me, you know what, actually, hold up a second. I know you get the great view of this. Hold on. Let me get a dress. Okay, I got a little bit more than one dress. I got a whole bunch of dresses. Okay, so let's talk about my dresses. And maybe I'll help you guys out, or if you know anybody who needs a few tips. So, dress is this kind of dress. Okay, so it's like a wraparound dress. You see, so it opens up. Okay, it up. So it's like a dress like this, and it opens up. I think it's a kimono wrap dress, and then it usually has like two little. Hold on, it doesn't. It's not complicated. It's just that it goes through. Okay, so you see, you put your body in here. You walk in like a jacket, right? And then you get one of these straps. You put it in the little hole over here. See, there's a little hole here. And then you just snake it through. Oh, hold on. It's tougher to do it when it's actually lying down, but you see there's a hole here, right? So you put this through here and around, you know, you wrap it around like a bow. You know, it goes around your waist. And that's it. So you don't have to do anything. You just put this article of clothing on and it looks nice. It'll work for you. So that's why I'm a big fan of dresses. And then you got a black dress. So this, you really can't go wrong. You have a zipper in the back. You walk in, see? Walk in, zipper it in. Ta-da! It's form-fitting, so you're good. Oh, I'm sorry, Oreo. And then this dress, this is something that I wear. I've only worn it once. I wear it with leggings, but it's a kind of nice dress. And it has this pretty cool print on it. And again, it does the work for you. You just put it on, like this doesn't even have a zipper. So I put it on like a burlap sack. And all I have to do is put leggings on. And you can see it's like a lot of, it's laziness. It really is laziness. And this one, this dress, you guys might have seen this before. Look, this dress is so, like all I do is I just walk in here, I put it up, and then I just tie this belt on because look at her. It came with the damn belt. I didn't even have to do anything about it. So, see? After I put it on, I just snap the belt on, and it looks like I spent more time putting on this dress than I actually did. So that is some about dresses. You don't have to, hold on. See? So you just go in the dress, zip the, snap on the belts, ta-da. And then this is another dress. You see? You just put it on. You have a little zipper and you let the dress do the work for you. So, and this was the dress that you guys have seen. It looks really flattering on me, so I don't even do anything. I just put it on and it looks like it flatters my shape. So yeah, once you find dresses that, oh my goodness, once you find dresses that work for you, that's all you have to do. You just put on a dress, and it is the easiest, simplest thing to do. Like the hard thing is finding a dress that looks good on you. But once you find it, you know that these kind of dresses, like they're your go-tos. And then from there, if you feel like accessorizing, you can. But a lot of these dresses, like I find, if you get the ones with like already, like it already has stuff on it, like this one has ruffles and this one has a belt, you don't have to worry too much about accessorizing, right? Like you don't really, like in my opinion, because it has the ruffles, like I wouldn't want to add a necklace on here. You don't have to add a bracelet or a watch to it because it already has, you know, something here. So I think about this kind of stuff and I see it like they're cheat pieces. Yeah, cheat pieces. So it puts as much effort to put on like this dress, almost as if, because this one, actually a little bit more because this one has a belt buckle, than this dress. See? You walk in and you just unzip it and you zip it. So yeah, let your clothes doing the work for you. You can focus your mental energy on something else. But once you have these pieces, like I said, you just slowly go on, and then you end up with like a closet of pieces that you can go on like standby if you're feeling like you're rushed and you want to go out the door and you don't want to put on too much effort. Just put on something like this, and then once you put it on, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it looks like you took care of yourself, but you didn't really, you let the print work for you. See? Yeah. So this one I actually, you remember my stream that I did and I said I was in front of a I was in front of like a for-profit store and someone had like a bunch of stuff in the laundry like trash bags. Yeah, this is what I found. So this is actually a size large, which blows my mind. I'm a size small, right? I'm like a small medium. Usually I go like small. Going in extra small can be a little too small sometimes, but yeah, having something like this, like a kimono wraparound dress, is really nice. So I would highly suggest getting a dress like this. And you know what? Talking about that, okay, I know, and this the bed's gonna look chaotic. Hold up, hold up. Okay, I grabbed more clothes. Don't worry, they're already in the closet. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. Okay. So, yeah, if you don't wanna worry about accessories, because accessories is kind of tough for me to figure out too. I mean, like, how often do you guys see me wear a scarf? Just wear a shirt that has a really interesting print. So remember, like, you guys remember, like, how I tell you guys how much I love Shawn Mendes' shirts because I love the patterns of it. Well, this shirt, I saw it, I was like, I love this shirt so much. So I mean, like, he didn't wear this shirt. This is a woman's shirt, but yeah, I like the little pattern of it, and I think it looks pretty interesting. See, it makes me look very, it makes me look outgoing without saying anything. Accessorize. I just have to put on this button-down shirt. I feel like I could go out and put some jeans on, and I look good. And then if I'm just lounging around home, I would look good as well. And it's super soft. So this is Madewell. And their stuff is kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but it's super nice. It's like, you can see it's like two different material. And I picked this up in a garbage bag. Yeah, on the sidewalk, but you know what? This person was like getting rid of all their Madewell stuff, and I was like, oh, I love Madewell. So I love Madewell so much. I will not get rid of Madewell. Actually, there's one Madewell that I think two Madewells that I gave away because it didn't fit me. But other than that, like, Madewell is my jam. A lot of people in New York seem to like this brand, and I don't want to say I like to follow the trends, but like, this stuff really is made well. It's just kind of pricey. So yeah, go with like a print that you think does the work for you, and it's soft and it's comfortable. It's like having a really soft blanket. It's like yeah, it's a really nice cotton material. So this is actually one of my favorite shirts just because it feels good, it's comforting, it's like a lazy shirt. I don't have to do anything, and it does the work for me. This is another wraparound dress. And I think something like this would be really good for you because, yeah, you see how it has you see how it has a hole on the side and you wrap the dress around? Hold on. You know what? This is ridiculous, but I'm going to show you what I mean. So you walk into the, this is not going to look good by itself. So you, hold up a second. But what you do is you just put it over. This is going to look bad. I know. You just put it over, and then you see the hole over here. There's a hole over here. See that? And then you just put it, you just put that string in the hole. There's a, I think it's called a kimono wrap. But yeah, these things are great because now that I think about it, if you're really busy with your studies, you could actually just stay in one of these dresses. This is something that you could wear around home, and then if you have to check the mail, you can. If you got to go over to the grocery store, you can. And then you just, you see how I just put it through the hole over there, and then you just put it over here, and then you just tie it up in a bow. See? And that's it. It's simple. So when you want to take it off, all you do is you just untie it, take it off, boom, and ta-da. So, and it's it is a knee-length dress, so you know it looks classy. You don't show your hoo-ha or anything. So that takes really low effort to do. And when you do the laundry, you are bummy, in my opinion, wearing a brown dress. And you don't have to accessorize this dress. You can if you want, but I feel like the print, you see the print, it's so busy that I wouldn't even really want to accessorize it. Because like if I put a bracelet on here, I'm gonna put a bracelet, but it might look a little too cluttered. So just keep it basic and bare, and you don't have to, yeah, you don't have to like think about, you know, racking yourself up about like, oh, how can I make it look better? You just, you can if you want to in the future, but yeah. So highly recommend getting these little wrap dresses. Yeah, they're called wrap dresses. And just look for the little holes on the side. See that? Okay, hold on. Ah! Okay, hold up. See that little hole? That's where the that little ribbon thing goes in. So this ribbon over here goes through here. Like you guys saw it earlier. It's a little tough doing it because I normally do this while it's hanging. And yeah. And when I put that in the closet, I normally wrap it around. And that way it just kind of looks cinched. But if you don't have to do that. I just like wrapping it either that or it kind of looks like a big open dress. So it looks a little nicer doing it that way. But yeah, so let your clothes do your work for you. Just if you know a style looks good on you, run with it for sure. So I don't know what your body shape is. I feel a lot of these wrap dresses, they're very, very universal. There's also dresses where they have elastic over here, so you don't even have to deal with the strings. You just like slip it on, and it's so I'm gonna dress like that in Hawaii, and I wore it so many times. Like I was tired, and I just like threw the dress on. I'm out the door in like 5 seconds, and so yeah. And then another favorite turtlenecks. I actually repaired this turtleneck. I think it was from Anthropology. Yeah, so this was a turtleneck that I found, and there was a small little hole over here, so I did a repair, but I liked it because I felt like it was really cool. It had, I want to say dimension to it, like dimension in the colors. It's not just all solid gray, but it's like, ooh, gray and dark gray and randomness, and has this like knitted thing. See? It looks a little bit more refined. So yeah, you guys know I spend time like looking at those like expensive stores, and I try to get inspiration from people who dress expensive, because I feel like, yeah, if I want to have a goal, like I might as well go all the way up there for inspiration and then just try to bring it down to what I find, right? So another thing, I should link this on Amazon affiliate. So this is a sweater that I got. I picked it up pretty recently, and I liked it because it has a nice little detail here. See that? So it's like this. It's not like a pinky color. It's like a soft pinky beige. It's like a pink beige, and it's kind of unusual. So when I look at like clothing, I always think to myself, oh, you want to pick like unusual color, not just like pink, but different. Oh, let's see. I'm just gonna put this on. So yeah, you can see how this, and I know it's not supposed to be together, but over here, and then it has a little detail over here, and it didn't take me any effort to put this thing on, compared to, I know it looks a little boxy because I have something on it, but it didn't take me any effort to put it on, and it just fell on. So if you have a piece that you think looks good on you, then you can do it. I make sure I have one shirt and not two shirts. So yeah, yeah. So look at the little details like this, and then it will serve you quite well. And this was only, I think, $20 on Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. See, it's called Grace Karen. They have some pretty good stuff. This because I was like looking at my closet. I didn't feel like I had anything at the time. So putting something like this with some black pants or some black, it looks pretty elegant in my opinion. And you don't have to do anything. You just put on a freaking shirt, just like you put on a t-shirt, right? So yeah, keep it simple. Let your clothes do your work for you. And like I said, I take a lot of inspiration from people. Like I look at what they do, and then this one, I know it has cat hair on it, but this one has velvet, and I like velvet because you don't have a cat. If you don't have cat fur or dog fur around, I think it looks so unique, and it looks so soft, and it looks so. But yeah. So anyway, that is my little tips for you, and I hope that helps you a bit. I hope that showing you what I have I hope that showing you what I have helps you, and that way you think about going and grabbing clothes that you don't just like change out seasonally. Because I know some people, it's like I see them in New York, they buy clothes and then the next season they're like, oh, I don't want it. Let me get rid of it. If you have pieces that last you for a number of years, you're gonna get really the most bang for your buck. And again, I have no problem getting pre-owned clothes. Basically, every single item that you saw, with the exception of this one, was pre-owned. Yeah, everything else was pre-owned. So yeah, I think that when I think about like buying pre-owned clothes or getting pre-owned clothes, I see it as this. This is a piece of clothes. This is the art that someone already screened through. So if I go to a department store, for instance, like you go through so much dresses and so much everything. If I see something like this, then I know, hey, someone got this because they liked it, and if it worked for them and they had it for a really long time, then I probably will not be too far off. If I think this looks like a pretty good piece, it probably will look pretty good on me. So New York people are pretty stylish. Definitely not in Hawaii. Like all of this clothes that I showed you, I couldn't get stuff in Hawaii. Like Hawaii is just really basic. I don't want to say it that way, like I said, I love Hawaii so much, but you don't really see a lot of this kind of clothes in Hawaii. So I know if I went back to Hawaii and I was wearing stuff like this, people would be like, oh, she doesn't look like she's from Hawaii. Definitely not, like with this kind of hair and everything like that. It's just like, you got that, like in Hawaii, people are really casual, or they wear like Hawaiian prints or something sometimes, but yeah, it's not too much like this. So yeah, let's see over here. Let's see. Hold on. No, that's like 8 scarves. It's just like, there's a difference. Like I want to make sure, like okay. I like to accessorize, but sometimes it's like I see it and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So I just kept a few like I got rid of a whole bunch of them, right? So it's not like I took every single scarf that I got, ones that I felt like, oh, that one looks pretty good. Hold up. Okay. So like this, look, it has like little roses on them. And then it also, if you look closely, it has sequins on them. Do you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. See the little sequins? See it? Where's the sequin here? Yeah, we got like a sequin right. You might see it reflect in the light a little. Okay. But anyway, if you guys can't see it, I can see it. So yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, well, let me see if I can something. And it was, yeah, I thought to myself, like, okay, I can probably find an article of clothes that would look really nice with this and just work with it that way. I know. Um, so yeah, it's like I have to like try different clothes, and you guys know, like, even with the floral stuff, I've always maintained like you should have material that you think looks good, and then and accept it, and that way you never know, like, hey, maybe I want to have the floral from this one and then arrange it together. So the same way with scarves, like, I will see, like, oh, okay, this looks like a nice scarf. I what it pairs with, and then for something like this, I could pair it with a white top, pair it with like a jacket or something that's really simple, because this has a rose print on here. So something kind of like a white top like this ish, maybe without the buttons, could work. Yeah. So Danny, I think that if you like things fitted, just find like a style of dress that you think really works for you, and then just run with it, and then get something with a really pretty print. You want to have your dress work for you, right? Have it complement your body. If you feel like you're wearing a dress and it has such a pretty print on it, and like, just, yeah, you can just go out and you feel confident on it, wearing it, and it brings like a different level of confidence, because whenever you want to look good, all you have to do is just bring out your pretty dress and you're ready to go showtime. So yeah, this is a H&M dress. So for me, I find that H&M clothing looks quite good on me, but the problem with H&M is there's a lot of stuff that I don't like, but the fit on some of their clothes look really good. So yeah. Yeah. See. Ooh, microbiology. I know, it turned into a trial. No, because it's like I can explain things, but it's like completely different if I show it to you. And I don't want to preach to you and tell you, like, oh yeah, just get a dress that has like a nice print on it and make it work. But if I show you, like, okay, this is what I mean, and then you tell that this is a basic shirt, but the shirt has like a nice pattern to it. It has like a nice material, and it just changes your vibe, and you can thing dress this thing down. Like, I would feel fine walking out on the street with this shirt, with a pair of black leggings, and I would feel fine going to sleep in the same shirt. And it just like looks cool. It doesn't look too try hard. And yeah, it's like Shawn Mendes cool. I love Shawn Mendes's print so much. Like, I look at some of the clothes he has. Dang it, I want that print. I want that something similar to that. But his prints, he looks like Saint Laurent and stuff. It's like $600 shirts, or like All Saints, and that's way out of my budget, right? So if I find something that I think has a really cool print, I'm like, yes, yes. I wish he wore cheaper stuff. Um, like, style, just, that's such a nice print. So this is my shirt that I really like, and I kind of want to add it with like some black jeans, and then with some like nice boots. I think that looks so cool, so cool. But yeah. So I have a thing for patterns. I really have a thing for patterns. I love patterns so much, and I like the idea of having clothes work for you. And when your clothes work for you, again, you don't have you feel like it's just instant confidence, and all you have to do is just put it on. Now, like I said, I know most of the people in this watching this video are men, but the same thing can apply to you guys. Like, if you have a really nice shirt, right? If you have like the male equivalent of this, and I know they make a bunch of male shirts like this. It's easier for it's not easy, but yeah, the guys can find like a shirt, like a really cool print, and like I said, look at like I like looking at pop stars and seeing what they wear because I feel like their stylist tends to be very on point. Like the stylists get paid a lot of bucks, right, to make the. I want to pick up a shirt like that too because I like that print as well. I mean, like there's just so many prints out there. I wouldn't, and there's just so many brands that I wouldn't even know where to go. But for me, the direction that I like to go is Madewell, and I like to go with I like Madewell, I like Uniqlo, and I like H&M. But I only buy basics at Uniqlo most of the time. I've gone to a Uniqlo, I think once or no, twice last year. That was it. Yeah, yeah. So you know what? I mean, like, I think also sometimes men they have this idea that if you wear like a dress, if you wear a shirt, like a collared shirt, it's really uncomfortable. But if you find a shirt that feels so nice and like this feels like I don't want to be crude, but that's what I'm gonna describe it as. It's just like it's so soft. It's like if okay, I should stop there before I sound really crude, but yeah, it's like if if guy has a shirt that's really soft and really comfortable, I don't think he's gonna mind it. Or yeah, but if it's like a dress shirt, like where you gotta iron it or steam it, or you gotta think about the wrinkles, then I can see them not wanting to wear that. Yeah, but you know, my pet peeve is I think for guys, one way they can really elevate their style is make sure they have a shirt that's really to them, or you can wear a collared shirt like this, and then just have the button downs. See that? And then yeah, you can just wear this, and then it looks like you're. It just looks so cool. Yeah. So a lot of nice clothing. Yeah. So it depends. Like something like this, it's made out of a polyester. It kind of feels like a chiffon. But I like this. It's like super soft and super silky. I don't like wearing materials that feel scratchy. I think it's very important that when you go outside, you feel comfortable and you don't feel like you're like, oh my gosh, like I just, because if you go, if you go outside, hold on. A lot of water. Anyway, if you go outside and you're wearing something that feels uncomfortable, your mind is going to be on the fabric rather than how you look. And I used to do that. You know, I used to wear clothing that was uncomfortable, but I thought like, man, I look good. But while I'm wearing that clothes, right, while I'm walking, I feel the uncomfortableness of like sometimes it's kind of scratchy. And then I don't want to wear it anymore. Like even if it looks nice. So I think it's very important to find a good balance between something that looks nice and it's comfortable. If you can find something that's so comfortable and it feels good and it is so comfortable and it looks good and it feels good, and again, I know I'm shilling this kind of dress, but these wrap dresses, if you're a woman, they're absolutely amazing. Something with a really pretty print, oh, you're gonna look so nice with it. So yeah, this, it's lightweight, it's simple to put on, you can actually wear this to sleep if you want. But yeah, you can wear this to sleep. Make sure you secure it though. If you're like a tosser and turner like me, then yeah, maybe you might have maybe you might have an accident if you toss and turn and you're not wearing any like a bra or anything on top. Just being honest over here, but if you're not like that, then you're good. I've never had one of these dresses open up on me while I'm walking because you can tie it on the side, right? But while you're sleeping, yeah, sometimes it just kind of falls apart because you're rolling, and while you're tugging because the bow can go underneath you and then can get loose. But yeah, um, yeah. But so these I really really love so much, so much. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I have so much clothes. Here, let me show you guys this. Look at this. Ah! Look at that. It's a freaking pile of clothes over here with the Oreo. So while I've been doing this, Mr. Oreo is bleeping. See him? He's been completely unfazed. He manages to sleep through everything. Look at that face. That is a face of a tired cat. Yeah, he works very hard. So, yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope my little tips that I gave you helped for some of you. Just and at the risk of repeating myself, because you guys know that's how I am, just make sure that you find clothes that complement your body shape. And it might take you a while, but try on all different styles. If you're a woman, I highly suggest wearing a dress because it's so simple to put on. And then there's dresses with such print that it makes it look like you put a lot of effort in when you really didn't. But also keep in mind you got to style your hair right. So I just do the little 3 hair clippy thing that I showed you earlier. Or if you're born with straight hair and your hair is like already styled, you're freaking lucky because I don't have that. You can just do that. So get pieces of clothes that complement you, that make you feel confident, and you that feel comfortable. You don't mind wearing it for an extended period of time. It doesn't have to be clothes that you feel comfortable sleeping in. You know, there are a few pieces of clothes here that I would feel comfortable sleeping in, just like this one, or this one, or this velvet one, or this one over here. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I wouldn't want to dress sleep in that or that or that or that. This one's way too restrictive as a little black dress. But just if you feel good in the clothes, and if you look good in the clothes and you feel good in the clothes, your mood is going to go up. And if you are feeling depressed and you guys have like a really good looking piece of clothing in your closet, I would suggest just putting it on, like you just randomly, right? Let's say you're feeling crummy that day and you think like, oh crap, I feel like crap. Just grab the item of your closet, since you already own it, right? You already paid for it. You're already storing it. Put it on, look in the mirror, dress yourself up, look back in the mirror, and chances are you're going to be like, dang, I feel a little better today. So that's the importance of having good looking clothes in the closet. It's not just keeping it for the sake. I know some people will be like, oh, Erica, you're just into this kind of clothes because you're so vain. That's not it. I think everybody should live a life where they feel like they look good and they feel good, because life is a lot more productive that way. And you don't get lost in your head, and you don't have to deal with like insecurity in terms of how you look, especially if you know you're working on yourself. So if you know you're working on yourself and you're going to the gym, kind of thing, or eating clean, you really don't have much ammo to beat yourself up with if you say like, man, yeah, I don't feel that good, or I don't feel I look good, but I haven't been eating cupcakes. And you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have ammo to say like certain things about yourself if you know you're working on yourself. I don't know if that came out right. But yeah, just keep moving forward, and just run with what looks good on you. And I really believe that when you come up with like a closet full of stuff that you really like, if you want to declutter, you can, but it's going to be harder and harder because you're going to look at these pieces and be like, dang, this piece looks really good on me and I can sleep with this piece, and this piece on me. But the upside about this is you don't feel the need to buy clothes. So, yeah, I'm not in any search to get more clothes really, because I have so many pieces. I was actually on a shortage for turtlenecks, but I have about, I think, two or three, no, three turtlenecks, no, four turtlenecks in the closet, and I'm pretty good. Um, so if my closet didn't expand, I would feel fine with it. But, I'm always down to adding a few more pieces and then seeing like, oh, if I don't want the piece, then I can just rehome it. So I'm getting rid of like about 6 different pieces of clothing, posting that up. But yeah, in terms of my closet, like, yeah, I've gone through it a bunch of times. Your advice helped me 2 weeks ago. I went for a walk in my nicest shorts and got a legit cat called. By, oh, look at Anonymous. See, you know what? This is exactly my stove job. Okay, no, this is what I'm talking about. So, anonymous individual said they went for a walk in their nicest shorts and shirt and got catcalled by a woman in a Mercedes. Very strange. I ignored her because she sounded crazy. See, when you look good and you feel good, as much as I know you were kind of startled by it, you're like, holy crap, I'm getting catcalled. Think about it. The clothes complimented you, right? it's not like the clothes hid you, but the clothes bring out the beauty or the handsomeness in you. So that's why I feel it's really important to get prints and get patterns that make you look sharp or good. And yeah, and a good example of this is like you look at celebrities, you look at Bieber, for instance. Bieber, in if he's not made up by his stylist, he looks like a guy you would just walk right past. Same as Shawn Mendes. Like Shawn Mendes, he looks great in his pattern shirts. He looks, he gets clothes that flatter his figure. But once he doesn't wear those kind of clothes, if you see him in board shorts and stuff, like you would walk past him 100% because it's like there's nothing that stands out about a person. I know people are going to give me shit about this, but there's nothing that really stands out about Bieber or Shawn Mendes without their styling. It's really about the hair, it's about the clothes, it's about the clothes complementing them. And if you don't believe me, look at the paparazzi photos of, let's say, Shawn Mendes walking around the park, and then Justin Bieber, casually walking around LA, not having professionally styled, just being a normal guy, and they look like very different individuals. So when I saw these things, I thought to myself, you know what? If someone who seems like they're in like the if they're so cherished or if they're so looked up to by millions of people, right? And it's really the clothes that make a difference, then if you are just an average person, you yourself, that kind of stuff is attainable for you. You just need to find the clothes. So again, I don't think a person like Justin Bieber is naturally attractive without all his styling. Once he has the styling, he looks like a pop star. Same as Shawn Mendes. But once you remove all that styling and all the good fitting clothes and the hairstyle that complements them and the teeth care and things like that, they don't look like anything special. So yeah, I bring that up a few times because I don't want people to think that if you're looking at a celebrity, it's because they always look that good. They don't always look that good, for sure. But if you want to look good, you need to be consistent. And one of the ways you can be consistent in terms of your clothes is slowly swap out your clothes and upgrade your clothes over time. So you don't, when you look at your closet, you're like, dang, all my clothes looks good, right? So when you're walking out, you're like, man, I feel bummy, but you know what? I'm just going to wear this because it's in my closet. And you might end up getting catcalled or something, right? Look at an anonymous individual. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Yeah. So, isn't good being a no, what I'm saying is that people notice. People notice you more about you really stand out. Like if you're a person and you work on your styling and you work on your clothes, you will stand out so much more than a person who doesn't give a crap. And I see a lot of people in New York where they don't really care about their clothes. And I'm not dissing them because it's like, yeah, if I walk out, I'm one of those same people. I don't feel comfortable wearing a lot of this clothes outside. And you guys know that. So if you feel like a little unconfident, right? Just follow celebrities, look at how their clothes fit. Find someone with like a similar build as you. Like for instance, right? If you're kind of leggy like Shawn Mendes, you can wear skinny jeans. You can wear a Chelsea boot. But if you're shorter, you might not look good like that. You might want to get some like style inspiration from someone like Bruno Mars and see what he wears. He wears a lot of tailored stuff. And I'm not dissing Bruno Mars, but he looks really good in his clothes. And he's like 5'4", but the reason why he looks so good in his clothes is cuz his clothes fit him. It doesn't drown him out. If the pants are too long for him, then he goes and brings it to a tailor and they hem it. So as a guy, you can get your clothes tailored. I think hemming it only costs like about $10 or so. It's not very expensive. So that way you don't look like you're wearing someone else's clothes. You see where I'm getting at? Like all those little personal little touches, all the little details over there, like the little signs of like, hey, someone put in extra effort, like the freaking buttons. That's why I like these buttons. It's it adds up, and then it adds up to like a whole piece. So it's not just like one piece. It's not just, oh, okay, you're going to wear nice pants. It's making sure you have nice pant, nice shirt, nice hair, nice styling, nice teeth, take care of your teeth, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, take care of your skin. And when you have all of that together, then you look really, really good, super good, right? And then you'll look back at yourself and you'll be like, well, what else could I have improved? Okay, I can improve my hair. Okay, you can go to a hairstylist if you want that, right? But it doesn't, because you're actively working on it, you don't feel like you're a lost cause, and you just build upon and build upon and build upon. So that's what's like, I think it's really important for people to find out what looks good on them, and then figure out that, because I think a lot of times people get depressed and they get insecure about themselves, and it's completely, if it's like a body image thing, people can take control of it. You don't have to get lost in your head. You don't have to think like you're a lost cause, because you're not a lost cause. You're definitely not. You just need to take the first step to take care of yourself, and then build upon steps slowly and slowly. No, you know what, Fractal? It's not about it. It's not like you. I think people like you for who you are. It's just that you put a better image forward, right? For instance, right? So let's put an example over here. Let's put an example over here. Like, you guys know how I look like without makeup. You guys know how I look like with regular clothes. It's been very well documented. But when I think about myself, it's, I want to put my best foot forward, not because it's like I think like my natural self looks crappy or anything like that, but it's like I wanna always just look good for myself. Like, I want to look in the mirror and be like, okay, Erica, you look good. You can go out and you feel confident about yourself, because you're investing in yourself actively. So it's not like I feel insecure about not having anything on, but I just really want better for myself. See the difference there? Like, if I feel like, if I look at my closet and I say like, hey, I have some really good pieces, I can't really be like, oh yeah, my clothes all suck, because I know the truth is my closet doesn't suck. My clothes don't suck. It's like, yeah, I could improve it over time, but it's not gonna happen like in 20 minutes or something. It's like all the time to accumulate, like months or years. And then when I get the piece, I'm like, oh, okay, this looks good. Okay, great, I'll keep it. And if it doesn't look good on me anymore, then I'll just donate it. I'll just give it to another person, and then maybe it will work really well for them. So I think sometimes people have this idea that if they dress differently, then they're not being true to themselves. But I also feel that people need to have higher standards for themselves, because nobody wants to go through life and think like, I just existed. Like, I don't want to go through life and be like, oh yeah, I just did the basic. I want to look through life and, Erica, you really tried your best. You tried your best. You experimented with looks. You saw what looked good on you, what didn't look good on you. Sometimes it was really bad. Sometimes it was really good. But I don't want to have to focus too much on my look. And I know that sounds crazy for me to say, but I want it to be autopilot. So when I get up every day, or when I'm going out, or, well, I can't go out like this, unfortunately, because why, safety issues. But if I'm going out, right, and if, I was talking to Lewis about this, he said he thinks it's kind of sad that he feels like it would not be good for me walking around like wearing stuff like this. And yeah, in Hawaii I wouldn't mind with that. So I just kind of see this as like practice, or like if I do walk around, it's like definitely only daytime hours. If you guys ever see me in New York, you're gonna be like, wow, Erica looks like a lot more dressed down. Yeah. So it's not, yeah, it's so I just see it like practice runs and everything. But if I was in Hawaii, I could just ride through it. I could just like walk out with my nice dresses and my nice, whatever clothes that I want. I don't really have to worry too much. But in New York, it's a different situation. So yeah, I think that the best way to deal with like body image issues or insecurity, it's like you just kind of think like, this is where I'm at right now, and I want myself to be in a better place, but I'm happy with where I am right now, because I'm actively going forward. It's better to move forward than kind of just see yourself as like a lost cause. It's like you have like a more of a sense of empowerment, and I think more people need to hold on to it that way. And I share these kind of thoughts with you because I know, like, looking inwards, like I've seen people in my life where it's like they look a certain way and then you kind of think like, man, this person is like so freaking full of themselves, like they just love them, like they care, you know, it's like, and then when you talk to them, right, they're so standoffish, it's like you think like all they do is they care about their aesthetics and that's it. But I think that in order for perception to be a change, right, I think I've met people where they look really good but they're so, you know, they're so loving and they're so warm and they're so inspirational. Like those are the people that I want to be like. I shared with you guys that I used to work with a woman and I think she was like in her late 40s or 50s. She had her hair, she had her nails, she looked good, she looked amazing, amazing, like way better than me. And I asked her about it and she says, you know, she told me that she says, you know, she sticks with the thing, you know, all her clothes look on point. All her pieces, right, it makes it easier for her to dress well when she has all these pieces that look really good on her. It's like she doesn't know what wants to wear, she should just grab another piece in her closet that mysteriously is tailored to her and it looks good, and it just makes it really idiotically simple. She's not that kind of woman that goes for t-shirt and jeans. All her clothes look really good. So if you fill with clothes that flatter you, that look really good, then you're not going to have a bad clothes day. You see where I'm getting at? So I learned so much from her in terms of inspiration. Like I could see her and I'd be like, wow, she's very, very. So as a person who was like, you know, looking at her and everything, I'd be like, okay, that's what I gotta do. I gotta make sure that I'm consistently working on myself, and then that way I end up in a routine, and then in the future I'm gonna find myself in this whole thing where it's like, okay, you know, doing my hair is a no-brainer because I do it every day. Doing my eyebrows is a no-brainer because I do it every day. Just like brushing your teeth, right? Brushing your teeth or flossing, right? You get into the routine. It's like, can you imagine not brushing your teeth, right? It's like I can't. So for her, I'm sure she's the same way. She's like, you know, she look good and then she feels confident, and then she's just a wonderful woman. She's so nice, so warm, so uplifting, really an amazing woman. And I remember she told me, she said, it's, you can't just think about things as a destination, Erica. You have to think, oh, look how yellow I got all of a sudden, holy crap. She said you can't think about things as just a destination. You have to think about life as a journey, and that's something that really stood out to me, and I like to share that with you guys, because if you guys are working through things, please do not think like, yeah, this kind of stuff, it just happened like instantaneously. No, it's a journey. You have to go through all the like the little levels, right? But at the end of it, you'll be successful. You just have to go through all the little levels and trials and tribulations and the boss levels and things like that. And yeah. So, yeah. How did I dress in my 20s? I dressed very, oh my gosh, I could tell you exactly how I dressed in my 20s. It was a very experimental phase for me. So I had really low self-confidence. And this is one of the reasons why I share this stuff with you guys. In my 20s, I had such bad depression, really bad depression, a lot of anxiety. I found myself kind of hiding in my clothes. So I would wear like t-shirt, jeans, sneakers, t-shirt, jeans, sneakers. And I would see these, you know, women, these chicks who were like around my age, and they would be a lot more high maintenance, right? And it would piss me off a little because it's like I would see how they would treat other people. And sometimes it's like you can kind of tell, you know what I'm talking about? You know, like the women where they're just like, yeah, you know I look good. I don't want to talk to you. I'm better than you. You know, those women, like, oh, I dislike those women so much. So I used to have like such a negative perception about that. And it wasn't until I started talking to more women, and then like that woman in her 40s, right? Her like, I think late 40s, early 50s. It's like I thought like to myself, like, holy crap, this woman is like so like, you know, deity level of terms of how she's taking care of herself and how beautiful she is from inside and out. Like I want to be like that too. So we have definitely different looks, so don't think I'm trying to be like a cookie cutter of her, because yeah, she is a lot more, she has a lot more assets than me, let's put it that way, in terms of her figure. So there's no way I could dress like her. I'm a lot more conservative. But I also know other women that I remember in my growing up that I saw, and they just, they're not revealing, but the way their clothes fit on them, it's the way they style themselves. It's like, yeah, I have a really good perception about that. I think that I want to be that kind of woman where I look good, I feel good, and if there's any person who has like anxiety or depression about themselves, or they're insecure, then I could tell them like, yeah, I had the same thing, and I used to not care about myself, and I used to beat myself up mentally for like a number of years. We're talking over 5 years now, 5, 10 years now. It's like I just thought of myself as a lost cause, and people will probably find that surprising. They'll be like, Erica, you haven't been like, fat or anything like that. But, like some people, they'd be like, oh, skinny people, they just like dance through life and that kind of stuff. But no, that wasn't the case. So I had so much insecurity about myself, and I didn't know what to do. So I didn't do anything. And then I just felt worse and worse and worse and worse. And then it got to a point, it's like I look back on my life, I'm like, what the hell did I do with my 20s? It's like I just got lost in my head, and I didn't do as much as I could have done because my anxiety just crippled me. And I hope that by being transparent about these kind of things, like you guys don't end up, you guys don't waste time being stuck in your head like I did. Or if you are, right, you get out of it. Because as a person who's like working on themselves and still, I know it's gonna be like the 20th time I'm like, damn, this eyebrow. It's like I feel like a much better place now than I did before, and it's like it didn't happen overnight. It's like this stuff is not happening overnight, but I can see it in my head, and I have this like I know that it's just like chunking at things slowly and surely, and at one point I'm gonna find myself in a really good place. And I know that there's gonna be people who might make this assumption about me, like, oh, Erica, she looks like she's a gold digger, or like, oh, look at her, she looks like such a bitch, or something like that. But no, that's not the case. So yeah, I didn't really experiment that much. It's like I just kind of I had a few pieces, but I had this thinking that if I have nice clothing, I should only wear it for nice occasions. You see? So I thought like I put the clothes above me, which is really fucked up when I think about it, right? Because like if you have a little black dress, you shouldn't think like, oh, I should only wear this for special occasions. You should think like every single day could be a special occasion. You could, if you want to look good, it's like why do you have to wait till dinner or some sort of interview or something like that, or a date or something, right? It's like, no, no. So the women that I look up to that took care of themselves, is like they did not wear things based on special occasions. They didn't. They always looked good. They always accessorized. And it's like it could just be freaking Monday or Thursday, or, just a random day. It's like you look at them and you're like, wow, they look good. They look good. Dang. And they're so nice. They're so sweet. And yeah, I like around them, it's like I just felt like I was like an uplifting presence. And they never, it's like they didn't coach me about like how I should look, but I tried to find out their routine. And I found out that these women, they set up like skincare routines. They go to regular hair appointments, and sometimes they're into their nails. I don't do the nails thing. My nails grow way too quickly. It's going to be like a huge cost for me to get my nails done very, very often, like every week sort of thing. So yeah, but see, they have routines, they have habits, and then and all their clothes look good, all their accessories look good. And by the time, if they've been doing this for like 20 years or so, right? By the time it's like they look at their closet, they're like, I know what looks good on me. I know what color looks good on me. I know the kind of stuff like I can rely on. I don't have to go shopping for a year, and all my clothes are still gonna look good because they all look good on me. I've tried them, handbags, stuff like that. It becomes so simple. And I don't envision myself as like a shopaholic. And I just want to have like pieces that I feel like can carry me through, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s. And I never have a bad like clothes day. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, if you catch me out on the street, you're gonna see me, you're like, oh, Erica looks kind of bummy, why is she wearing those LuLaRoe leggings? I have to. I don't want to get robbed. I don't want to get robbed. I hear about women getting assaulted and robbed around where we live. I'm like, yeah, not good, not good. Stuck in my head. So when I say stuck in my head, it's like I had so much anxiety and depression in my life that it's like I would just be beating myself up, and I would put myself down mentally so much, and I gave up on myself. And I look back at my pictures in my 20s and I'm thinking to myself, like, Erica, how come you have such a negative perception about yourself? You didn't look bad, but I just never invested in myself. It's strange to say, but it's like I look at how I was back then. It's just like I just felt like I was existing. And I did not feel confident. I felt like I was inferior to a lot of women because it's like you when I was like around the 20s, right? You deal with guys who talk about like assets of women. So they would talk about wanting a chick with like the big boobs and the big ass, or just like that kind of stuff. And like here I am, like as flat as I am, and I'd be like, dang, I don't have that. So I felt so insecure about that. And I told you guys, like, there was this guy that I was like casually dating, and he told me I should get my breasts done. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I don't want to get it done. It like, if people choose to get their breasts done, like that's a choice that they make. I don't look down upon breast augmentation surgery. For me, knowing that I'd have to get it replaced every 10 to 15 years, yeah, it's not like a lifetime thing. You're supposed to get this thing replaced. I didn't want to deal with it. And I knew that, like, even when I think about my aesthetics, I can't see myself being busty. So, yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, I must be unattractive because I hear about all these guys talking about liking women with big boobs or big asses, and I don't have that. So I just kind of mentally said, I'm not attractive at all. And it's sad, it's like sad like to say it like that, but that's what happened. And it was just like I would think to myself, like, yeah, these guys would not give me the time of day because I don't have like assets. And yeah, so that's how my 20s were, and it was just so depressing for me. So yeah, even like guys that I were dating, it's like I felt like they were dating me, but they didn't find me attractive, because it's like they would tell me how good looking their exes were. And I know people would say like, oh, that's really callous. But then I'll look at the exes and I'd be like, yeah, their exes have big boobs. And I don't. So I kind of felt like I was like the downgrade, the flat downgrade. And yeah. So I never felt like I was attractive. Like I thought I was cute, but I never felt like I had anything that a guy really found to be desirable, because I didn't have, the boobs or the ass. And when I'm talking about the ass, like the Nicki Minaj, like Kim Kardashian, like huge ass. Like that's not my body shape, right? So but yeah, so I had a lot of that stuff in my mind, and it's like I would meet guys, and then it's just like I could just tell it's like they're just not interested in me. And like if they were interested in me, like they would tell me, I don't know why they would tell me this, but they would tell me several times like how good looking their exes were. And I was like, okay, I don't need to hear about how busty, how your ex had a C cup or something like that. So yeah, but yeah, it just got under my skin. So if you guys are dating anybody who's flat chested, I would highly recommend, like, please do not bring up how busty your ex was, kind of thing, because it's like telling a guy who can't grow facial hair for whatever reason that you really liked your ex's beard or something. Yeah. So don't do that, because there's some guys out there, right, who try to grow facial hair and they can't grow facial hair. Like, there's some Asian guys that when they try to grow facial hair, you're like, oh, what the that looks weird, like shape. Gosh, right? They grow the facial hair and they look like they're descended from Vikings, and they have like such a strong jawline. It's like boom, like that. You know what I'm talking about. So imagine telling like a guy who can't grow facial hair, like, yeah, my ex, he just his facial hair just was so beautiful. It was just so thick. So yeah. So just be mindful about that. So for me, oh goodness. Oh geez. Yeah, it seems like pickup line it came into my chat. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And I know some people like look at my channel and they're like, wow, she talks about like a lot of stuff, or she shares a lot of personal stuff. But I kind of think of it this way, like, as morbid as it sounds, like I think sometimes like we go through life, and then what we go through life are like the things that we realize in life. It's important to kind of like say like, hey, this is what happened, and this is how I dealt with it, because there's so many people that I know that deal with depression and anxiety, and I know there's a bunch of people who deal with like negative self-image too. And I don't want you guys to think like I look at myself and I'm like, dang, I look good all the time, because no, it's like I look at it and I see like my little eyebrow being uneven to this side and my eye being uneven. But the difference is that I think like, okay, it's just the eyebrow, Erica. That's it. The eyebrow and the eye. But you've been working on your hair, you've been working on your makeup, kind of, you've been working on your styling, you've been working on your clothes. You can't do anything about that too much, bad things, but I feel like the bad things are a lot more tackleable because I'm working actively on the good things. See? So, if anybody has depression, like just you gotta do something. You gotta do something. If you're insecure about how you look, you gotta work on yourself, or you gotta like find better clothes, because you don't want to lose like 5 to 10 years of your life like I did. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. And I could have had like I could have like, I kind of wonder like, man, I spent so much time just lost in my head. And there are people out there that stay depressed for like a number of years or throughout their life, and I don't want that for any of you guys. I want you feeling life, and even if you don't move at the speed that you want, just like never ever lose faith, because you can always just take that first step up the mountain and say, you know what, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm going to definitively move closer to it, and I know I'm going to fail, right? You're going to fail. You're going to fail. 100% you're going to fail. But from those failures, you have learning experiences. And when you have learning experiences, you can use that knowledge to get better and better and better. And in my case, for my stupid eyebrow, you know that when you're doing your eyebrow, you don't just instantly shave a piece off of it. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. But yeah, I can look at this and be like, Kate, see, this was a learning experience for me, for sure. So it seems pretty fickle for me to say it that way, but it's like I look at my face and I'm like, oh, this is what happened when I was impulsive yesterday about that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I hope it makes me really happy to hear that when you guys, you guys are improving your life as well. Because I think sometimes when we look at like when we talk to other people or something, it's like people aren't too comfortable sharing certain things, right? And they're not comfortable talking about like anxiety or depression or getting lost in your head for a long time. And a lot of people, it's like they go through things and they realize things about themselves, but they never share it. So I know I have these like really freaking long streams that turn out to like an hour 30, but my hope is that someone, right, someone who might look at my channel one day, they could be like, okay, Erica's here, let me watch some of her old videos. Oh crap, man, oh, she looked kind of rough back then. Oh man, her hair looked terrible. Her hair looked like she didn't wash it for like 5 days or anything like that. Oh my gosh, what happened? Whoa, this is a freaking. So, you can see the before, and you can see the middle, and you can see the after. And that's why it's like the whole thing. It's like I just don't want anybody to think that this kind of stuff happens like it's an ongoing thing. You just gotta keep chunking at it, work, research and experiment and move forward and stuff like that. Even if you don't want to, right? You just have to do it. And it's hard, and you can take breaks for sure, but never, ever, ever, ever give up on yourself, okay? Give up to yourself. I hope anonymous individual, I hope that they continue dressing well, and yeah, they swap out stuff in their clothes, and they're like, dang, I don't want to get catcalled by one woman in a Mercedes, I want to get catcalled by 2 women in a Mercedes. But yeah, maybe we won't have that intention, but the thing is that when you see people like that, right, when you I imagine like if you don't get that reaction, right, when you see that, you're like, dang, wow, clothes do make a difference. Wow. I guess I actually am, you know, really good looking. People take an interest in me. But it's like the clothes don't make you. They just compliment you, right? So, yeah, what matters at the end of the day is really your character, but I feel like it doesn't hurt having a nice outside around that character too. That's what I learned from the women that inspire me, that I watched from the sidelines, and just I was just in awe of them. They were really good people, but they worked on their outside so much. It's like they just seemed very like, oh, kind of thing. Yeah. You my eyebrows like the I don't want my eyebrow to crash, okay? I'm gonna like look at it and be like, yeah. And then I feel like, yeah, so it's like I know, you know, in the future, like I'm just working on myself, right? Because it's like I just kind of think like, okay, Erica, how good can you look, you know? But I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's gonna be people who like might see me on Lewis's channel or something and be like, dang, look at that chick, she looks like she's so stuck up. Why she works with a chick who looks like she's so high maintenance or something? Gosh, she looks like such a bitch. Kind of. And I'm like, man, do you know how I look like before with my like Lululemon leggings? Like I just look so dorky, and yeah. But I still look. I love my leggings. I love my leggings so much. You can't take my leggings away from me for sure. So yeah, I have these. Lucky I'm professional maintenance technician. Yeah, I ask him sometimes. I'm like, hey, do I think I look pretty good? What do you think? And then he tells me stuff like, I look like a Karen, like kilf. And I'm like, that isn't really a compliment, you know, because people don't like Karen. So maybe I don't want to be like a hated person. Like, man, look at this chick. Oh, she looks like a Karen. Like people want to stay away from Karens. I mean, I'm already losing subscribers. I don't want to be losing like like everybody and being vilified or something like that. But yeah. Um never ask no, you know what? No, he you know what? I don't ask him about that kind of stuff. It's like I feel like yeah, yeah, that's what he sees this character. I don't know anybody who would do think about the kill thing. I mean, like I would say, like the kind of look that I want to go for is like refined or like classy or something like that. And but the problem is that when you go with classy, even if you're wearing a free scarf and a $5 T-shirt and $4 earrings and using $5 eyebrow pencil with like free hair clippies that you got from your local free group. Yeah, so my whole outfit I think cost, let's 15 bucks from what you guys see. Yeah, these brows and this. Yeah, so but the thing is that like when people think about this kind of stuff, they automatically assume a person like that probably has an ego problem, and I don't think that's a good thing to do. And I hope that maybe I could, maybe like if I continue doing this kind of stuff, then I'll be successful, and then people will just like think about taking care of themselves and say, you know what, I know I'm not a bitch, I know I'm not a Karen, but I just want to take care of myself. And then if I see someone with their image, then I want to encourage them to look good too, because the world is a more productive place if people are happier about themselves, right? It's not like I don't look this way so I can put down another person. I look this way because it's like I think that I just kind of put myself down so much, and I look at these women who I just saw as like deities of sorts, like really good women and really beautiful women and really well put together, that I really just want to look like them. But it's not like for nefarious purposes where I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm better than this woman or anything like that. I think if you're a strong woman, you shouldn't be putting down other women in terms of their looks. But if you're a woman who it's like you use your looks to look down upon other women, I think that's very misplaced, and it's sad because it gives women who do try to take care of themselves a bad name, right? Because then people would say like, oh yeah, I saw all these women who look like they're high maintenance and they're all terrible people because all they care about is like just treating people like beneath them because they think that they're so good looking or something like that. So but I think there needs to be more people who just take care of themselves, who try to uplift other people, and yeah, I'm on my little journey for that. What? I was running around like a, I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. Seriously, I mean, I was in it. I don't remember. But Lewis says that I remind him of. He says like I remind him of like an anime character, and I'm like, what? I look like an anime character, but I think he's gonna change it. I think he's gonna tell me that I look more like a Karen now. So maybe he'll do a stream and it'll be like Lewis and the Karen. Actually, I shouldn't even call myself a Karen. I don't want that to stick. I'm like, I'm not a Karen. I'm just an Erica. Yeah, because Karen has negative connotations, and I'm not that kind of person. I've never asked to speak to a store manager kind of thing. Not yet. Not yet. Would I sell my leggings? No, I wouldn't sell my leggings. I would give my leggings away for free. I actually have given a few of my leggings away for free. What? Even the weird thing where the eyes turn into a weird shaped lines instead of eyes? What? You make me sound like a Sailor Moon character. What? The XD kind of stuff? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna... Oh. And I don't know. I don't even know the anime character in. I don't know who that is. Like an anime character. What? Show me that picture. What picture is that? Is that a picture? What's that? What? Can't see. I can't see. It's too far away. I can't see. Can you blow that thing up? I can't read it. I mean, I can't see it. His big freaking head is in the way, too. Oh, he's chuckling like a little schoolgirl. What? You know what? Screw this guy. Screw this guy. Okay, show me that picture. What? What? That does not look like me. Huh? Okay, babe. I only make that face when my apple stock goes up. I'm like, yes, my stock is going up, yay! But hasn't been going up. Actually, you know what? I don't want to get too off thing, but did you hear? I heard that Kathy Wood said that she said that she thinks Tesla's gonna hit like $4,000 or something like that, and I was like, oh, I hope so. I hope so. I'll be so happy. Then I'll be a slightly wealthier Karen. Just kidding. Oh, he's not gonna receive a beating. I'm just gonna give him the glare, like the laser beam glare, like I'm very much a bull. But you know, my profile picture is a sleeping bull because right now the stock market is sleeping, and I'm totally fine letting the bear celebrate right now. 100% fine. We were in a bull market for a really long time, so the bears gotta just stay low, relax, and then we're gonna just kick all the Jeremy Granthams and Peter Schiffs like out of orbit kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. So between you and me, well, between you and me, you guys know who's the bullish one, and you guys know who's the bearish one. Not gonna name names here, but I'm not the bearish one by far. I'm very, very bullish. So I told him, I said, yeah, you know, his like the people, like, you know, they say prophets would be Jeremy Grantham or Peter Schiff kind of thing, the king bears over there. And for me, I'm like, I got Mama Kathy Wood. So I'm just waiting. And you know, I hope Bitcoin hits $1 million. We'll see how this ages and be like, oh, we'll see what happens to Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm slowly invested into Bitcoin. So one of us is gonna win, right? One of us is gonna be right, you know, or is it gonna be the person who doesn't believe in Bitcoin, or is it gonna be the person who is just slightly invested into Bitcoin? Anime perfect. I guess so, but I don't know. I guess. Anime people have the perfect skin, but I guess. I mean, I don't see any anime characters with acne anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like, you know, that Jeremy Grantham guy. Whenever I hear about him, he just seems like he's so doomy and gloomy. You know, he's all, oh gosh. But you know, like I've told you guys, right? Time of the day, I'm gonna be right 2 times out the day. I could be like, right now it's 5:20. No, it's not 5:20. Okay, well, one part of the day it's gonna be 5:20, either 5:20 a.m. or 5:20 p.m. If I say that every minute of the day. It's like when I hear this kind of stuff, I'm like, I heard this in 2011, I heard this in 2012, I heard this in 2015, I heard this in 2017, 19, 2012. Oh, look, the bear market's coming. And then I bought my freaking spy put, and I lost all my money on my spy put, on the money that I put into the spy put, just went kapoosh. It just freaking J Powell came in. And then afterwards, now you guys know what's happening. And then I heard there's some kind of Chinese US kind of trade relation thing possibly happening again. I'm like, oh, for frick's sake, oh my gosh. It just pisses me off. I do watch anime. I do watch anime. Like, you know what I've been doing? I haven't really been watching anime. I've been reading webtoons. Yeah, so I've been reading comics like True Beauty. You guys should read it on webtoons. I highly recommend it. But right now I think I'm at like episode like 138 or something, and it's kind of a little annoying at this point because I feel like the series got dragged down a little too much because it's a cash grab, right? Because the longer the series goes, the more money the author makes herself. So, but yeah, I like True Beauty. I like what else is there? There's like a whole bunch of titles that I like. I gotta make a stream and tell you guys, like, say like, hey, these are all the titles that I like, and think about reading them. But warning, if you do read any of these titles, then you probably will be binge reading it, and then every freaking day you're gonna be like, okay, I wonder what the new webtoon is. So I have read something like over 300 episodes of, like, oh yeah, over 300 episodes, because I follow about like 8 comics, and I think a lot of them have more than 50 episodes or 100 episodes on them. So yeah, every day I like check it when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a new one over here. Oh, let me read the newest episode. And then tomorrow I'll read something new. I'm like, kind of thing. I love my webtoons so much, so much. It's amazing. So anyway, I gotta get rid of my Do you want another website to buy junk? What's my website to buy junk? I don't have any website that I buy junk from. But I need to get going. I need to put away all my clothes. But I hope that this video was useful to you guys, and I enjoy. Oh, look, Oreos finally got up. Tub. Oh, hold on. Look at this hard-working cat. Oh, Tub. Look at that. He's up. Oreo, come here, baby. Come on, do you want to say hello? Okay, he doesn't want to say hi. Yeah, so someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. So anyway, yeah, he's gonna have his dental gel too. I just realized that. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, I hope that you guys keep improving your life. I'm really happy. You know, whenever I hear about you guys improving your life, it makes me really happy because I only wish the best for you guys. I know that some of you guys, it's like you might have not really worked on yourself, or maybe you neglect yourself. And I really hope that if you guys watch my streams, you start really taking care of yourself more. You know, self-care, investing in yourself. Don't just let the person that you see in your head be just a mirage. Make that person come to life. And I know that sounds so cliche, but I feel like that's really what life is about. Life is about just being the person that we want and uplifting others, and don't be a jackass kind of thing. Oh, and Oreo scratching his scratching post. Yeah. So I gotta put this whole thing away and go through my scarves. See ya.